Are we live yet? Yo, we here. No Mercy. Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is, man. Eventful week. Eventful week to say the least. You feel me? Let's chop this Fable. I know what time it is. Waiting on my brother XL. He might be late if he joins at all, just because he's on the road right now. Y'all know he got the he's on that season 1 card today, at tomorrow. But he's en route to NYC or wherever they having the face-offs at. So he might not be able to make it. But we here. You know what I mean? Working on trying to see if we get some guests in. But talk to me, man. Talk to me. What's up? How y'all week been? I know it's been a lot going on. We're gonna talk about these this East Coast season 1 because this to me is a very stacked season 1 card. Like it's just crazy. You feel me? Man. Give me 1 second. Let me get this flyer with the with the battles that's happening because we got some things to talk about. You know what I mean? Salute to the chat. Make sure y'all spam them Excel and No Mercy emojis, man. They showing us love. They done made us official emojis, so we in there. You know what I mean? So 1 second. Get this card. Okay. So, all right. We got these East Coast battles. Man, first thing we're gonna talk about. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen. Actually, I think that'll be dope. For me to be able to just pull up and give me 1 second. Open that in the tab. Wait, how I'm gonna do this? Okay, that share screen. Oh, Chrome tab. There we go. Wait, is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Got it. There we go. Okay, so we good now. Hello from Turkey. Oh, we got people from Turkey in here. I have never been to Turkey before. You know what I mean? 6 a.m. in Cali. I know. West Coast, y'all be in tune early. So if y'all ain't if y'all up at this time, that's definitely dedication, and we appreciate it. But salute to Turkey. Hope XL ain't late for work. Nah, he on the road right now. No, for the other job. So he definitely gonna be on time for that one. But hopefully he able to make this one. But as y'all see right here, season 1. XL is on the card, man. So let's talk about these 3 battles that's happening because these are all 6 people that I am a fan of battle-wise. Like these guys just are consistent. They go crazy every time. And I think that's one of the important things that we have to highlight when we're talking about certain battlers, like the consistency. The fact that every time you see them, they're giving 100, or most of the time when you see them. You understand? So we're gonna start from bottom to the top, man. J Murder versus Dub the Phenom. This is going to be a fire battle. And what I like about this matchup is they're both aggressive in their own way. Like Dub the Phenom, like his flow, his cadence, and the way he raps, he's original. He's completely original. He don't sound like nobody else. Like this is one guy you got to praise when it comes to originality. And he's been around for so long. And you never heard him rapping like this person, rapping like that person. You've never heard that about him, And he's actually one of the people that I feel is like under the radar and just completely slept on. And it's just a monster. Like we've had him on a track before. I forgot who he battled. It was definitely on one of the South Jersey events that we did, and he went crazy. I still remember the Block City days. He had a couple battles back then. So Dub the Phenom been around for a while, and I've never seen a Wack Dub the Phenom performance. You feel me? But J Murder, y'all know J Murder, man. Y'all know J Murder come with that gritty, Brooklyn content. Like, he talked that shit arrogant as hell. This is a guy that takes selfies in the middle of battles. How do you counter that? You understand? But I rock with J Murder heavy, man. And battle like this, I would probably call J Murder 2-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Dub the Phenom 2-1. You know, this is a battle that really can kind of go either way because both of them go so crazy. But Murder, oh man, and it's crazy because I think Dub been in longer than Murder. Yeah, I think Dub been in longer than Murder. You know what I mean? So he would be considered the, you know, quote unquote vet in this situation. It's just that Murder, even though he came in later, he was kind of like, you know, the bigger name first. So I also feel like J Murder has a lot more. I think J Murder got way more battles than Dub the Phenom. You know what I mean? So, you know, but I just think this is going to be one of the ones that's just like really good. And Dub the Phenom from Philly, man. Y'all know how them Philly, they fighting for their respect when it comes to battle rap at all times. So this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. And I feel like for them to have so much time in the game, they're going to have a lot to say to each other. You know what I mean? So I want to see how that one goes. I think that's going to be, would that be one of the, this whole card is fire. So after, I was going to say battle of the night, but there's only 3 battles and all 3 of these battles are tough. You feel me? So I'm looking forward to this card as a whole. Excel versus Born. Y'all already know this is a rematch that happened I think 2016, 2015 on Black Ice Cartel. Of course, most people say Born won, but I feel like this time around, Excel done learned a lot since then. You gotta think about it. If that happened 2015, 16, that's 5 or 6 years. Excel been killing since then. You know, Born has been kind of like in and out. Like, you notice Born, he'll be on some, I'm not really feeling battle rap, but then he'll come in, do a battle that's, you know, don't really get a lot of attention. Then he'll go back in and then he'll, you know, come out like 2 years later. So I'm not sure where Born is really at in terms of battle rap, but I do feel like a battle like this against somebody with such a crazy pen will really test Born and show how much he really cares about the sport. Because if he come in here playing with XL, y'all know he's going to lose bad. You understand? But if he takes this battle seriously, I think it'll be something that proves that Born is really back in the game, his head back right. So let's see how this goes. But man, this is another tough one to call because XL, I feel like he's a great writer that occasionally does punching, and Born, he's more so a puncher, but he also has good writing from time to time. So it's kind of like a clash of styles, but kind of like on some vice versa type shit. You feel me? So that's a battle that can really go either way. You feel me? Let me know who y'all got winning. Who do y'all think is going to win between XL and Born? Big Black Ratchet with the butt hanging out. That's Lizzo. Man, listen, that was crazy. That was definitely crazy. That was definitely a good one. You feel me? Math Hoffa versus Dre Dennis. A lot of people don't remember Math was one of the first ones that was doing the whole battling back-to-back thing. Like, y'all don't remember, he had a record, it was called 6 Battles. We called out a whole bunch of people, called out Cannabis, Rich Dollars, Dizaster, a whole list of people. And I remember around that time, he went on a run. He battled, who did he battle? He battled Shotgun Suge. I think he did a battle on KLTD. He did a whole bunch of battles back to back, you know, and he was one of the people that really proved that, like, yo, if you really dedicated and, you know, can really devote your time to this shit, you can accomplish battling more than once every 2 months, every 3 months, you know, and a lot of people forget that. A lot of people forget that Math went on that run, and he was really, from what I remember, he was the first to do that. He was the first to do that. And I mean, like, not in the era of, oh, you could recycle the rounds, because, of course, in the era where you can recycle, you can battle 10 times in a day using the same rounds, you know, so that was nothing. But in the era of having to, it's on camera, you have to tailor different material for each opponent, you know, battling 6 times in a year around that time, which was like 2010, 2011, 2012, that was unheard of. That was really unheard of. So, you know, Math, I feel like he's definitely a pioneer when it comes to that. And then afterwards, you see everybody else start to do it. You've seen DNA doing it. You've seen Dre Dennis doing it. So, you got to give him his respects in terms of that. But going up against somebody like Dre Dennis, listen, I don't see Dre Dennis lose. You understand? Dre Dennis is just a battle rap machine. Like, he throws his own events. He'll throw a 2-day event and then battle twice on one day and then once on the next day. Like, he's just a machine. He can literally do 3 battles in the weekend and no stumbles, no chokes, all original material, and it'll be fire. You feel me? Him versus Math, I'm not going to hold you. I got him winning just because I feel like Dre Dennis, he's a person who studies the game. He knows how to beat Math. You understand? So I think Math is going to be good in terms of just proving that he's the vet and he's legend status and stuff like that. But I don't feel like he's in tune enough to know how to beat somebody like Dre Dennis. You understand? Dre Dennis is somebody who battles all across the small leagues on what they call a quote-unquote chitlin circuit. And he just has been so many places that all the experience he gathered, he's going to be able to beat somebody like that. You understand? So, my personal opinion, calling it Dre 2-1. You feel me? So, let me know what y'all think. Who y'all got winning between Math and Dre Dennis? I definitely want to see this, though. I definitely feel like it's going to be a great battle. So it's all about that pot juice. You heard me? Dre Dennis, 30 sack of work. Yeah, I definitely got Dre Dennis easily winning this battle. I wouldn't be surprised if Mav gets around, but I'm definitely, I want to see how Dre takes a battle like this, because Dre don't have many battles where he's going up against people who've been around for that long. Like, he don't have battles against like legends and stuff like that. Like, who he had? He had Quantum Physics. He had QP. I know he got Suge coming up. I know he got Danny coming up, and he got this one coming up. So I'm pretty sure, this is definitely going to be one of them battles that does a lot for Dre Dennis' resume. But I hope Dre, for Dre, he makes this a battle that people care about. Like, I hope he has like some super memorable moments that makes people put some respect on his name. You understand? Because I think even with Dre Dennis having the most battles out of any battle rapper on this planet, there's still a certain lack of respect because of the type of opponents that he takes. But with somebody like Mav, people like Suge, Danny, those names add to the resume. And after that, you kind of want to like go on a run where you're only battling those names, period. So I definitely think this is going to be a good look for Dre. And for Mav, I don't think Mav been on KOTD in a while. So I think for him, this is a return as well. That he's probably going to have a whole round where he's going to have some stuff to say. But I think it's like once that stuff kind of fizzles out, it's like, where does he go from there? You understand? So let me see. Let's see how this joint goes. But overall, this card is going to be dope. I'm really looking forward to this. So this is tomorrow, 3 to 6 Eastern time, twitch.tv/King of the Dot. This same exact, link you could pull up to, and these battles will be shown. So this is going to be a great card. I'm gonna matter of fact, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna tune in. You understand? I'm actually trying to see if I can be in the building. So, if anybody's watching and can let me know where the event's going to be at, I would love to be there. You understand? So, but I'm looking forward to this. I feel like the East Coast is the best coast. So that's me. That's just me. Might be East Coast bias or whatever, but I definitely feel like this East Coast. Listen, I'll tell you like this. Whenever King of the Dot is doing a tournament or a Grand Prix or whatever they're doing, right? When the East Coast gets announced, that's normally when my timelines just light up, because everybody from the East Coast is familiar with these East Coast guys. So when you have like the J Murders, the Show Offs, the Rosenberg Raws, the Math Hoffers, like my side of town everybody who I know, like the people that I grew up with and stuff like that, these are the people that they're familiar with, you know. So that's why I always love when I see the East Coast roster get announced. You know what I mean? Of course, they saved the best for last. You feel me? So I'm hyped for this tomorrow. I'm definitely hyped for this tomorrow. So we definitely gonna, you know, see what's up. He said, I hope Dizaster don't show up. That's funny. You know, Dizaster is not traveling all the way out here. That would be funny as hell though. If Dre Dennis just so happened to get Dizaster to pull up and wrap around, that would be hilarious, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. But we had a few things go on this week. We had a whole lot go on this week. In terms of battle rap, man. Where do we start? Where do we start? Yo, were y'all paying attention to this whole Royce the 5'9", Lupe fiasco, Mickey Facts, and all that? Have y'all been paying attention to that? Because that has been one hell of a show. That has been one hell of a show. I mean, I want to see Serious Jones again where he at. I'm not sure. We ain't seen Serious Jones since what, the tournament? So who knows? Serious Jones probably somewhere on either on the West Coast or on the East Coast. He's somewhere. He's somewhere out there. So but yeah, with this whole Royce, Mickey, Lupe thing, I actually want to do a blog breaking it down. But you know what? Being that we here, this is where we're gonna talk about it. Now I want to give, you know, my personal breakdown of the situation, because I actually had to catch up and figure out what was going on, because I wasn't in tune with none of this until this record started flying back and forth. So while I'm talking about this, if y'all want to insert comments in the chat to let me know what I might be missing out on or whatever the case is, let me know. That way I could be correct in my story. You feel me? But hold on. You know what? Let me see. No, never mind. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I remember. From what I know, Royce and Lupe were doing either a podcast or a bunch of Instagram live stuff and all that together, right? Everybody's talking about rap, different styles of rap. Royce is posting up like different flows and stuff like that. I remember Ransom and RJ Payne, they chimed in. You know, everybody feel like they the best rapper, which is regular hip hop shit, which I don't mind, right? I don't know what Royce said or did that got Lupe fiasco in his feelings, but what I remember was seeing of course, the infamous interview where Lupe pulls up with his shirt off, mad at everybody and stuff like that. I think it had something to do with Mook and Lux. I think they said something, and then Lupe did like some kind of freestyle, and I think Royce felt like he was taking shots, so I guess that's why, you know, they had that convo. I don't know why Lupe got so upset. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that I'm disconnected on, because I'm just like, yo, what is with the feelings in rap? You understand? Everybody's grown ass, man. Everybody's 35, 40, and all these different grown ages. What is with the feelings? Like, it should be understood that this is hip hop. This is rap. We're trying to rap. That is it. All of the extra feminine, gossipy, and I feel away and blah blah blah. It's like, come on, man. Veterans of rap, like, not just being of the culture, but people who study the culture. These guys are fans of this shit. These guys watch hip hop. These guys live and breathe hip hop every single day of their life. I don't know how that they don't understand that this is all just about rap. So Lupe gets in his feelings. He showing up with his shirt off, he yelling at Royce. Of course, Royce is going to feel away. I think anybody would feel away being talked to in a certain tone. And I think that's another thing. People forget tone when you're talking to people. Like, if you're like a person who, let's say you just sit in a dark room and you blog about people and stuff like that. If you're yelling at people, people are naturally going to feel a way about the tone. You understand? Because you're taking the tone with them that you wouldn't take in real life. You understand? Like that's just a respect thing. I think people like kind of get lost in that when it comes to this internet thing. You know, people just feel like they can talk to you however because you know they're across the computer, and that's you know one of the worst things about this shit. You know, but today is Shotgun Suge versus Dre. Oh, today is Shotgun Suge and Dre. Okay, that is going down today. I think in ATL. Damn, so that means Dre might end up missing the face off. Sheesh. So if Dre don't make the face off, well, he'll make the battle. That's one thing about Dre Dennis. Dre Dennis makes all of his battles. That's why he got the most. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. So, Lupe jumping his feelings. I don't know if Lupe did like another freestyle or something where he was taking a couple of shots at Royce. Probably, I don't know. But I remember afterwards, I see Royce drop a diss record. Now, here's the thing, right? This Royce record wasn't. I wouldn't call it a diss record, right? I wouldn't call it a diss record because what I watched was the lyric video. Right, and I'm listening to it and I'm reading along the lyrics, and he wasn't really dissing anybody. Like he was using references, like he had a cool reference, a food and liquor reference. He actually had a couple of jabs at Mickey. I'll say that he definitely had a couple of lines that sounded like jabs at Mickey Facts, right? But it didn't seem like Royce really wanted smoke. It seemed like he wanted to say, "Yo, I rap better than you guys." Like. That's just it. I rap better than y'all. Do something. And that was that, right? So Royce does that. And I'm like, okay. I know Lupe's gonna respond. I don't know what Mickey's gonna do, right? So Lupe responds. You understand that this whole thing is centered around Royce and Lupe. So of course, Lupe would be the one to drop the first record. Right. The record is called I think it's called Steve Jobs. Lupe is going crazy on Royce. A lot of people forget, right? Royce had posted something about Lupe. I want to say maybe like a couple weeks ago. And Lupe was in the comments on something. I'm a martial artist, but of course you would know because you just a martial artist like that. He wrote that in the comments. That line was just crazy. You feel me? I seen that shit damn near go viral, like screenshots all over Twitter, Facebook, and everything. Like people was just pumping that line, that comment bar crazy, you know. So when I seen that, I expected like, okay, this might turn into something, and we got it. You know what I mean? Lupe did his joint, going crazy at Royce. His joint was definitely fire. And I'm like, okay, that's going to be that. Mickey jumps out the window, right? Now, the funny thing about Mickey, right? I forgot where I was. I was up early, right? I opened my Facebook. I follow Mickey Facts on Facebook. The first thing I see is that artwork with the Rolls Royce on fire. And it's the name of the song is called Wraith with the I in lowercase, so it's really trying to say wrath, but also Wraith. Like it's this whole flip of just Royce. You understand? So he's like, yo, this I already know what the record is hitting for. The Rolls Royce is on fire. The joint is called Wraith/Wrath, however you want to say it. He says it's dropping today at 5:59. Not today, but at the day he posted it. He's like, yo, I'm dropping this today at 5:59 p.m. Royce to 5'9", 5:59 p.m. You know what he's hitting for when he going that route. So I'm like, okay, it's up. You understand? Mickey about to go ham. So from the artwork, right, I know where Mickey is going. This ain't Mickey just trying to prove he's a good rapper or not. No, he's trying to get Royce up out of here. I can see that from the artwork. So I do my blog. Putting the message out. Wait, is it the rover? Wait a minute. What does that comment say? Z Darova. I'm horrible at pronouncing foreign stuff, so bear with me if I happen to butcher some of y'all comments and names. But from the cover, you can tell this is going to be an actual diss record. So the record drops, and man, Mickey was going insane. He went insane on Royce. I ain't never seen nobody diss Royce that bad. And I done seen Royce. Royce done did rap battles. Who did he battle? Mr. Fab at SOBs. Eminem. Oh, it's high in Russian. Okay. I gotta learn how to pronounce that. That's fire. Hamper do one. Okay. That's high in Russian. Thanks. I needed that translation because I had no idea what that was. You feel me? But yeah, so Mickey drops his record, just going crazy on Royce. Like, what other beefs? What other rap beefs have Royce been in? Him and Joe Budden. Joe Budden didn't even go that crazy. Him and Eminem. Eminem ain't really go crazy on Royce. Even with D12, like they didn't go that crazy on Royce. Mickey tried to get him out of there, blow up the building, evacuate everybody, get Royce out of there. Like, it's like a mouse running around in the building, and you, instead of just going in there with regular extermination shit, you just say, hey, let's just nuke the whole building and start over from the beginning. That's what Mickey was going for. But stand patient, it gets better with a translation. But Mickey was really going for Royce head, man, and I was like, damn, that was crazy. That was crazy. Mickey had so many bars in there. He smacked him with like 48. Then he did like a little bit of talking and stuff like that in between. Then went in with another one, and I'm like, man, Mickey, stop it, stop, please. Like it was just insane. It was just insane, and I'm just like, that. What do you mean about Mickey Facts? I think he's crazy and cool. I'm a big fan of Mickey Facts. I'm a big fan of Mickey Facts. You know what's crazy? I first got wind of Mickey Facts, I think, when I was in college. When I was in college back in 2007. I know I'm old. Yes, I am old. I'm not that old. You feel me? I'm 33. But I was in college back in 2007. And I used to get the XXL magazine. I didn't subscribe to it. Like, I just straight went to the newsstand every month and got, whatever issue was out, right? And that's how I first got wind of Mickey Facts, because somebody was doing articles about him in there. I wasn't heavy on the internet at the time just yet. Like, I probably just started coming across like MySpace and YouTube and stuff at the time. So I wasn't really privy on like looking up people and things of that nature. I was just still reading about them in articles and things like that. So I just start coming across his name a lot. And then when I transitioned to the internet, that's when I start seeing him even more. I seen, of course, he was there with the Joe Budden Raekwon incident, and I just start seeing him more and more over time. And the one thing I could say about Mickey is that he always could rap. He always could rap. Like, he might have never been the most entertaining. He might have never been the guy you'd be like, oh, I'm looking for him to do some shit talking or some crazy skits or nothing like that. No, he was just straight about the bars, about the music. Always had some crazy freestyles. I want to say at least once a year, I would hear a Mickey record that caught my attention. You understand? Whether it was a feature, whether it was one of his own records, like, it would always be something to Mickey Facts that hit my radar, And I feel like it's only as a recent, now that I'm starting to get more into bars and the rappity rap shit, just because all this industry shit is so trash. Now I start appreciating, the Funk Flex freestyles and those type of rappers. And I just start getting more and more into Mickey Facts catalog, and I'm starting to go back listening to older stuff. And Mickey's just been a cannon this entire time. You understand? So you got to salute him. He's one of the first rappers that was, really overseas with it and really like doing all these different stuff. He did a Honda commercial. Like Mickey has done a lot more. Like he was Soulja Boy before Soulja Boy. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like the regular average household rapper could probably do, but they won't take advantage of because a lot of rappers are boxed into this whole hood, street, et cetera thing. Whereas Mickey, even though he's a rapper, he embraces who he is as a person. And if he sees an opportunity to elevate the culture in another way, whether it's going to like certain countries that you wouldn't really see a lot of hip hop in and stuff like that, rapping in museums, things of that nature, he takes advantage of those things and he executes, so you got to put some respect on his name for that. Definitely got to put a lot of respect on his name for that, so salute to Mickey. He smoked Royce. He smoked Royce. And that, man, Mickey, I just seen all of the Mickey Facts praise just shoot up after that. You know what I mean? So that was definitely a moment for him. Something he definitely, I think people are finally starting to realize what Mickey does when it comes to bars, man. So even after that, right? Mickey drops his diss record. Royce uploads a video he got on the Turban. He talking about, the GOAT got rapper friends too and stuff like that, because Lupe and Mickey are so cool. People are making it seem like, they jumped Royce to 5'9". They didn't jump him. Royce jumped on the record and started calling everybody out. That's what Royce did. He jumped on record. He's shooting at Mickey, shooting at Lupe, referencing all these other people. So when somebody decides to jump on the track and go crazy at you, then you got to respect it. They ain't jump him. They didn't all get on the track and start going back and forth, trading bars and dissing them. No, that's not getting jumped. You and Lupe had y'all fade. Y'all fade was done. Y'all did y'all records back and forth. Mickey came in right after. Yo, I want my fade. You said you called me out. I want my fade. You understand? So now Royce got to respond to Mickey. And let me say this. As crazy as Mickey's diss was, Royce has to respond. He has to. He has to. This was too big of a moment for Mickey for Royce to just like try to undershoot it and just be like, I'm too big. I'm Eminem's man. I don't need to respond. No, you got to respond to that, buddy. You got to respond. Royce has to respond to that. If you don't, you might as well just sit out the rest of your hip hop career, right? Because I'm not gonna hold you. When it comes to diss records, WSP. Does that mean what's popping? I stopped listening to mainstream a long time ago. Only battle rap mixtapes in my rotation. I don't listen to mainstream really. I don't listen to the Baby or Lil Baby or none of these new guys. I still listen to all my older stuff, my older Eminem, DMX, Nas. I listen to a lot of J. Cole. I'll even throw Drake in there. You understand? I listen to a lot of older Drake. You understand? I listen to newer Drake occasionally. Like there's a couple of joints on Scorpion that I really like a lot. But for the most part, I listen to actual rap. You know what I mean? I don't listen to none of that other BS that's out there. But what I'll say is this, man. Royce, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. All that, these guys got certain energy. And, I understand from a certain standpoint, it looks tense. It looks like, guys are. And granted, Lupe is definitely in his feelings. I don't know what he's in his feelings about, but Lupe was definitely in his feelings. He feels a way about something. And a conversation needs to be had. A conversation definitely needs to be had between Royce and Lupe about, whatever the friction was with the podcast and, all that stuff. But Mickey was just on rap type time. Mickey wasn't on no jumping in his feelings or none of that. No, you called the man out and he came out. He came outside. You can't call somebody outside and expect to not get swung on. Mickey came out swinging, so you got to respond the way he responded. Mickey didn't do no rants or no emotional, oh, I'm in my feelings. And nah, Mickey just said, yo, you want to rap, let's rap. And Mickey rapped really good towards you. So he definitely needs to Royce definitely needs to respond. I watched the 3 Letter Man interview. Royce just looks like he wants to play victim. And you don't play victim in rap. These are hip hop rules, yo. We don't do the victim thing over here. We here to get busy. We here to hear them bars and that kind of shit. So nah, man. I'm not feeling how Royce is moving right now. He really needs to buckle down, get out his feelings, get in the booth, and go crazy back at Mickey. And then from there, we see what happens. But it's always left to the court of public opinion. Of course, Mickey slayed him, and I don't know what Royce is going to do now. Either he going to tuck his tail and take his L, or he going to respond and try to put Mickey out. And, oh, yeah, if he responds, it has to be crazy. It can't be no regular average Joe diss record. No, he has to go crazy at Mickey and pack him up. You feel me? Mickey got a bit too out of pocket. And you can't let somebody get that out of pocket with you and you just don't do nothing. So I didn't know Royce and Lupe still rapped anyway. Haven't heard nothing since Kick Push. Damn. You haven't heard nothing from Lupe since Kick Push. You haven't heard no Mural. You haven't heard none of the other tapes that he dropped. Man, listen. Lupe go crazy. And that's one thing I'll give Lupe. Lupe definitely goes crazy. So, all right, just had to make sure this was muted. But yeah, they both definitely have been active. Royce been active consistently too. I don't think Royce had a period where he took any time off or anything like that. So I don't, let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay. I see what's going on. Just wanted to see if I could pop out the chat. I'm trying to see if I get this chat on screen. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 good second. I'm looking around right now, but let me know what y'all think about this whole Royce and Lupe thing. What do y'all think about it? How do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel? Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think they should keep it going? Do y'all think they should get behind the scenes and squash it? Like, what do y'all think these guys need to do in this situation? Me personally, I like the rapping side of it. That's what I always want. I always want for guys to just rap. Just rap. That's it. That's all it should be about. Just rapping. You know what I mean? Do a verses and end it. That would be interesting. A verses would be interesting, probably. A verses would definitely. I think that could be a definite solution. Even though I don't know about a verses between Royce and Lupe, just because it's like who Twosome, my guy, what's the word? A versus between them two guys is like, how do you go about that? How do you go about what kind of verses would they do? Like Royce, I feel like personally Royce don't have enough. Royce don't have enough to do. Like I don't feel like he has enough mainstream records. You understand? Like to try to do a verses with Lupe. Lupe got some joints. Lupe got a good smooth, probably 20 joints he could do. I think Lupe got a smooth 20 joints he could do, but I don't think Royce gonna be sitting up there playing a whole bunch of M records. Verbal Warzone could definitely be the platform where it's like, if the artists don't have enough records for actual verses, get them on Verbal Warzone and let them battle on beat. You know what I mean? And settle it like that. I think that's definitely a dope solution. Why not do that? That would be. Let me see if I can get this added to the stream. I'm trying to get it to where it's just the chat that pops up. Let me see. Can I do it like that? No. Let me do it on a second. Forget it. I was trying to do something a little different. Yeah, I can't think of no Royce joints that's on like radio like that. So if they was to do a versus, I feel like Lupe got too many big records. Too many big records. You know what? Matter of fact, we're gonna go to Lupe Fiasco. We're gonna go to his Wikipedia page because that's how I always do my verses and how I look up these different. Give me 1 second. Let me switch the tab. I always go to Wikipedia and go to the artist page to see, what they could possibly play in the verses. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Oh, here we go. See, here we go. Got Lupe Fiasco wiki page pulled up. So let me go to his discography. Can y'all see it? Is it let me make sure it's Verbal Warzone will be perfect. Yep. Verbal Warzone would definitely be perfect. So let's see what Lupe got in terms of radio records. Like he got a bunch of albums. Yo, Lupe don't have no platinum albums. I think that's crazy. He got 2 gold albums. Okay, I definitely that's still better than nothing. You know what I mean? To have 2 gold albums and he sold over 1 million records. So all in all, in total, he might have over 2 million records sold. So he would be considered a multi-platinum artist. So got to give that to Lupe. So in terms of if they do a versus, right? Just looking at these different records that he got. Can y'all see? Oh yeah, y'all can see that. Okay. So he got Kick Push. And I'm talking about the big records that people know, the huge records that people know, and will go crazy in the verses. Lupe has a lot of them. He got Kick Push. He got Daydreaming. He got Superstar. He got Hip Hop Saved My Life. That's right. That right there. 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 that I know are automatically going to go crazy. And this ain't even counting the album cuts. There's album cuts on these albums that people will go crazy for. The Tommy's Got a Gun and those kind of records. Come on, man. And then Lasers, right? Show Goes On. Words I Never Said. Out of My Head was so terrible, but he would still probably get that off just because so many people know it because of Trey Songz, right? Around My Way, Freedom Ain't Free, Bitch Bad. Like he has so much that many people know. Now the rest of these joints, these are just singles. I think afterwards, this is the period where Lupe went less mainstream, I guess you could say. These are not records that like when JT said, yo, I didn't know Lupe was still rapping. Like these are the records that come to mind when that's a whole nother area. Madonna is not bad. And he got Mural. Mural would definitely go crazy. And see, that's another thing about a versus between Lupe and Royce, right? Are we going to go for the records that the mainstream audience knows, or are they going to go for the records where they're really rapping? Because if you're going for rapping, even Lupe got a bunch of those too. Stuff like Go to Sleep, SLR 2. Like Lupe has a bunch of those records where he's just going to rap crazy. So I ain't gonna hold you in the verses. I think he smokes Royce. You know what I mean? And then you gotta think about the rest of these records. Shit like Touch the Sky. Come on, man. He got too much. So I don't know. But enough of this this Lupe and Royce. It definitely was a lot of battle rap going on this week. I know Dre got his event today in ATL, the Gates of the Garden. They got a dope card. She Go Hard actually has a dope card coming up this week, and they got a dope 2-day event. So styles to them, make sure y'all tune in because they create another platform for all of the up and coming females, and of course we do have Queen of the Ring where they have like, all of the top tiers and stuff like that. But it's dope to have another platform that just caters to the ones that are, still up and coming that probably won't make it onto a Queen of the Ring stage, but can still get a decent amount of exposure to where other leagues want to pick them up, So shout out to She Goes Hard. Like they definitely are putting on for the culture. You understand? But yeah, I'm trying to see if we can get a couple of guests on. If not, then we're probably gonna end this a little bit early because I don't want to be the only one up here, just like talking your heads off and stuff like that. And I know, like I said, Excel, he on the road right now. He got a face off to come do tonight. So and then he got the battle tomorrow. So I kind of figured that this is gonna be a shaky show just in terms of his availability and everything. But shout out to my bro, man. Definitely, watching, good luck. I know shit gonna be lit. I know he about to go off on Born. You feel me? So I want to see how the face-off is gonna go. That's what I'm definitely interested in. Definitely interested in seeing how the face-off goes because Excel, now that Rosenberg done put the battery in his back, like, yo, you never been a promo guy or whatever the case is, it's like, okay, now Excel knows that that's something he got to step up, and if he steps that up, it's going to make it scary for Rosenberg if they do battle. Yo, King of the Dot, I'm going to constantly remind y'all, Excel and Rosenberg have the battle sold already. Book it. Definitely book that battle. Definitely book that battle between Rosenberg, Raw, and Excel. Book that one because them guys definitely need to have that conversation. You feel me? It's blogs going back and forth, a couple posts here and there. That battle was sold already. All y'all got to do is book it. And since they both in the East Coast division, it only makes sense. So it's definitely something that where's Ed with the notes? I spoke to Ed what was it? Last night? The day before? It was one of them days. He said he was gonna pull up, but I also know Ed, he got a lot of personal stuff going on too. So, he might not be able to make it. But yeah, I just wanted to come and, update y'all with a couple of things that was going on this week. Definitely tune in to KOTD, the same exact channel, the same exact link. Tune in here. Tune in later because I know the face-offs are going to be later, and then tomorrow we're going to have the actual battle. So, and I like that KOTD been kind of for the most part been dropping the battles like very quickly. They've been getting the battles out quickly. So, they got the Twitch presence and then they still got the YouTube presence going on as well. So, you know that you're going to see the battles at some point. So I think we might have the guests. Got my guy Premonitions coming through. So give me a sec. Let me see. I think he said he about to pull up. So definitely somebody who pays attention to the culture. He's a battle rapper himself, and he's one of them people that studies and takes notes and actively participates. So let's see what he got to say. Definitely let's see what he got to say about everything that's going on. See what topics he wants to discuss. But yo, what's up, DNA? Yo, why do I look like everybody? Like I've been called Swave Sever, I've been called Dre Dennis, I've been called Hazy Williams, and now I'm being called DNA, which is crazy. I don't know how the DNA things come. The DNA thing gets in here. I look nothing like DNA. That is like disrespectful. But shout out to DNA. That's my guy. DNA is my guy. I rock with DNA heavy. Damn, I wouldn't mind seeing DNA on one of these. DNA probably should have been on season 1 too. You know what I mean? DNA got a bunch of classic battles on King of the Dot, man. Bunch of classics. Him and Diz, him and was even a dope one. And I think, what's crazy? I think him and got set up last minute too, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was one that I don't think they had that long of prep. I think they had probably like a week or 2 weeks prep or something like that. I think if I'm not mistaken, DNA was supposed to battle somebody else, and they backed out. and then they got replaced with So I don't know. I might be bugging, but I do remember that battle. That battle was crazy. Him and was definitely a wild one. And them flips that he did, man, oh man. You should not give DNA an easy name like that to flip because he just went crazy. I just remember he ended one of them with, I'm a better rapper than you. I thought that was wild. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, who else should be in the next season? That's what I'm gonna start thinking about. Who should be in the next season? I definitely want to see DNA over here. Imagine if they picked up K-Shine. Imagine if they picked up K-Shine, because K-Shine definitely. Who did he battle on that card? I forgot who he battled on that. He battled Pass, matter of fact. He battled Pass. He went crazy on Password. He went crazy on it. That I remember that battle. It's crazy. That's another event that King of the Dot did that made me really start paying attention to them. I forgot what event that was. I forgot the event name. I don't remember. That might have been the Dizaster and Cannabis event, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me? So, shout out from London. What's your opinion on UK rap? Yo, Young Friday Gang. I'm not gonna hold you. I love UK rap at this point. I love UK rap. I want to say I started getting into it probably about a good 2 or 3 years ago. The people I listen to the most right now, Stormzy, Wiley, they back and forth was crazy. I listen to Gigs. I listen to a lot of JME. So those would be the 4 that I listen to the most from out there. JME, Gigs, Stormzy, and Wiley. And I know Wiley is like the godfather of grime. Like he's damn near the originator of it. And I'm it's a lot of other names that I'm familiar with in terms of I know about Yizzy, I know about Chipmunk, I know about Skepta, I know about all these people. I heard of Nines. I haven't heard of Scraps though, but I definitely checked them both out. But nah, I rock with London. I rock with UK rap heavy. And I'm always open to listening to other stuff too. Matter of fact, I like what Yizzy did with the grime video. The video he did where they was paying homage to all of the older grime videos. Like they had scenes in it where it was mimicking other. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I always said somebody in hip hop need to actually do that. Somebody who's in rap needs to do a video like that. That's like paying homage with different scenes, catering to a lot of older videos and stuff. You know what I mean? So they should encourage the grime artists to come do some rap battles at KOTD. That would be interesting. KOTD don't got no problem traveling. So they definitely. That definitely would be a dope thing for some of them come get on stage. And one thing I noticed about other countries is they don't have a problem with doing rap battles. Like Oxymoron was a perfect example. When I'm watching his interviews and stuff like that, he was talking about how over in Russia, that's why they battles get so many views, because the guys over there that are battling, as big as Oxymoron is in Russia, he's like how Drake is over here, and them guys don't have a problem with doing rap battles, So with the problem with America is that America is so fixated on image and you can't do this. Everything is about business. Everything is about business. Like people are so fixated on business that if you're a person who loves rap, you can't do a rap battle. Why? Because it'll mess up your album sales. Like, who cares about that? If people support your project and you put out good work, then they're going to support. It might be bad publicity, quote unquote. A whole bunch of memes and comments. Oh, you got smoked during your battle and that kind of shit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you're still putting out good product that people want to support, they're going to support. But also at the same time, you do have audiences that are brainwashed to feel like, oh, if you lost a rap battle, that means you don't make good music, so we shouldn't go buy your album. Nah. If somebody's making good music, win or lose a rap battle or putting out music is completely different. So if you like the music, still go buy it. You know what I mean? Like, But it's just how America is, man. America is just so conditioned to be geared more towards finance. So that's why, like, you don't get a lot of stuff that you get in other countries. Like, there's no reason why Oxymoron has rap battles doing 20 million views, and he's probably a multi-millionaire or whatever he is in Russia. He's on the same level as Drake, and Drake can't do a rap battle. So it's crazy. Have you heard about SAS? Of course, definitely know about SAS. I don't know if they're still Dipset, but I know they definitely were apart at one point. I'm heavily familiar with SAS. Matter of fact, they had a whole fallout with them. I remember they did some interviews or some blogs or something back in the day, and was showing that they wasn't really rocking. They had some type of fallout. Hold on, here go Premonitions. Premonitions, what up?
Yo, what's good, Mercy?
What's going on, man?
I mean, I'm feeling good, man. It's a nice Saturday out here, man. It's not too hot, not too cold. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm planning on going out today myself, man. I'm about to go get me a chop and go enjoy the city, man.
Yeah, man. We got like a lot going on in battle rap.
Let's talk about it. We let the callers come up with the topic. So what's on your mind? What you want to discuss?
For sure. What we got, man? We got the King of the Dot tournament. Like, we just had UM4 last week. Like, the Crucible 2 just got announced. Like, like even bigger than all that people. Like, bigger than King of the Dot, bigger than URL. Trap got Game Over Reloaded next weekend, August 7th. Like, that's really big. So.
Yeah. Next week is gonna be crazy, man.
It really is, bro. It's gonna be insane.
But let me ask you, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, right now, I got I call them like the anticipation nerves. You feel me? It's like you ready for it. Like, damn, I wish this shit was like today. You feel me?
God damn. Would you be able to wrap your rounds today if the event was today? Okay.
Yeah, I'd be able to wrap my rounds. Like, I knew all 3 rounds perfectly. I just learned all 3 rounds perfectly Wednesday. Like, I already had 1 and 2. The third one was a little bit like shaky, but I got that one down Thursday. So if the battle was right now, I'd be able to like wrap all 3 of my rounds for sure.
Okay. So you versus Damage. This is a battle that got postponed like a motherfucker.
Thanks, bro.
So what did you see about him in terms of like his style that you could be ready for? Like,
he's nice. Like, he got a pen and he can rap. Like, that's why I'm at right now. I want to battle like people who can really rap. I saw he got a couple battles that got like over 1,000 views. So like, he gonna bring some eyes. Like, I got a couple battles there now too. So and like, we had like like that friendly competition shit talk. So it's like I'm looking forward to it. Like, I know what I bring. I don't think he has enough. Like, we get to the face off. We're really I know what he bring. I don't think it's enough to fuck with me, but he's nice. He's a fire opponent, and yeah.
Okay. So in terms of just watching how battle rap has been moving, what have you been taking from it and adapting to in terms of your overall, like what you're going to be doing in your battle rap journey?
Oh, for me, I think the biggest thing I pride myself on, probably 2 things. One, like patience. Like, if you're talking about the overall arc of things, like, and that's why I gotta salute you too. Like, on some real shit on being selected as a Crucible judge. Like, that shows you right there what like quality work and patience really do. Like,
Appreciate
not
that,
even like for real, not even get like too deep into it. Like I said, like on like just a cordial. Like, every time I've had an interaction with you, it's been nothing but straight, nothing but love, nothing but positive feedback, nothing but constructive criticism, nothing but just respect and love. Even like when I had to cancel on some real life shit, it wasn't an all prim like you can't. It was like, yo, bro, I understand, man. You gotta, it's real life shit. And then on the work like aspect, you said it yourself, your resume speaks for you. Like, you can have all this, but ultimately the work is going to speak for you. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I talk a lot of shit, but my work is going to speak for me. And as far as like being on that stage, like being able to do everything, and that's what I pride myself on. Like, I'm even trying, not to give away too much. I'm trying something, interesting next week. Like, I think that's what really, and I don't give away too much, but that's what really separates people. Like, everybody got. I forgot who said like everybody got bars, but like what do you bring besides the bars? Like what else do you add? So yeah, just trying to like diversify and show off like my skill set, and it's gonna be fire next week. Like,
nah, I'm definitely looking forward to it because, like I said before, like you're getting better as time goes on. Like there are some people that are gonna come in like a big Aki, and first battle you see that he got it. You understand? But there's some people that's gonna take time to develop, and that's okay too. Like I think some people get so caught up in, oh, this person just got here and they're getting certain opportunities and that kind of shit that they forget. Like, yo, your development process is just going to be different.
well, for sure. It's like, damn, I'm about to be like Sue Surf right now. Watch me. It's like basketball. Like sometimes you're gonna have that prospect come in. You know, they're gonna drop 25 the first year, be the rookie of the year. But sometimes it's gonna be like, look like somebody like a Siakam. Like it'll take time. Like, you know, Giannis, look at our fucking finals MVP. Giannis came in dropping 7 points per game his first year. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, flash forward like 4 or 5 years later, he's arguably the best player in the league. Like, I think that's what's like, you can't stress the timeline. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to be an honest self-critic. You got to be able to look at yourself. Like let's use Big Aki. Bro, like I was like, damn, nigga, like he was snapping. Like I even like you. I don't know if someone tried to call him out before we had it set up. I was like, Big Aki, want to have a conversation, but he's fire. Like he's like that rookie who comes in and is just like, boom, like just taking the batter up shit by like sensation. But some people don't come in and do that. But you got to trust the process. You gotta be an honest self-critic. Like I always say that's even more important than receiving criticism from others. You gotta be able to look at what you do well and what you don't do well. Like it's a difference between being an honest self-critic and a harsh self-critic. Because a harsh self-critic, you don't give yourself the right amount of props. An honest self-critic, you look at yourself and say, you know what, I do this well, but this is what I don't do well, and I gotta work on it. So when like I said, like every battle, I watch my shit more than anybody. Like, and I'm looking at every little thing, like even like a 3-second pause, and somebody was like, damn, Prim, I didn't even know you did that. I noticed that shit. Like, you ain't noticed it, but to me, that shit, like, it was about 3 minutes. So that's why, like, I'm, rehearsing my material. I think Excel said it last week. We kind of have, like, a similar rehearsal pattern. Like, we pick up our rounds from everywhere. Like, we fucking do our rounds at random shit, like going to the grocery store. It's like, just shit like that. So, honest self-critic.
And it's crazy because there was a time where I was going to have a battle. Right, me and somebody was going back and forth on Twitter, and we actually were going to battle. So I actually did my rounds and everything. I was practicing, and I was going. Me and my right hand, me and him were, he was like my quote unquote sparring partner, and we'd just be like going to the store, like, yo, rap your rounds, and I would have to, rap my shits on the spot. There would be times where he'd be talking while I'm rapping, and I have to rap through it. That kind of shit. So I was learning that kind of stuff early. And this was probably like, I want to say 2010, 2011.
Okay.
So I got privy to a lot of that stuff early on. So I get the whole process of, how preparation goes. Like, it's not easy.
Nah, it's not. That's why I literally, like, one of my really good friends, like, she's a rapper too.
Wait,
she don't battle.
Hold on. Is your joint muted?
You don't hear me? It shouldn't be, like, on my screen. It's not.
Oh yeah, you good.
Okay, cool. She's a rapper. We were literally I was on her podcast, or I mean Eclipse's podcast, like a couple weeks ago, and it's always interesting when you talk to rappers and battle rappers and the different dynamic. Because I always tell people all day, it's like the music is something I want to do eventually, but I just know battle rap is harder. I know it's just harder. Like, you don't have a beat to carry you. So it's like people want to hear your creativity, your wit, your bars, and then there's no double takes. You fuck up. Like Aki, like the shit was so funny to me. Like when I was watching the battle, I said I stumbled. I promise you, I was talking to all my boys. I was like, yo, y'all didn't notice how pause? It was like, nah. But when you on that stage and you forget a bar for like 3 seconds, that shit feels like eternity. For real, because if you watch the battle, I'm battling Bobby T. I say something and I look at him for a second, like, but it's because my brain is like, and like the only thing your mind feel like is like, yo, bro, you better not fucking shit. You better not. But like because I rehearse so well, I'm more like, I'm able to get it back. But like, yo, for those 3 seconds, bro, Like you like, damn, I'm about to choke. And that's my biggest fear, like of anything. Like I don't like battle rappers choking. Like that's I don't like it.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that kill a game too, like in terms of just niggas not being prepared. Like, yo, this is one of the reasons, right? Another thing too, as a league owner, this is why I try to make battles 3 rounds, 2 minutes, because for newcomers, I know trying to pack all that information is a lot. You feel me? Like to have to do 3 rounds in 3 minutes, and you have to come with 9 or 12 minutes worth of material. If you're a new battler, that might be a strain on you. So I'd rather just do all right, 3 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. You understand? I feel like that should be the average for newcomers. And it's like, okay, if you can get through that, then okay, from there you can start working on having more material and shit like that. But I think standard for battle rap should be 3 rounds, 2 minutes though.
Bro, I definitely agree with you because me and Damon is like, so we agreed to like 3 rounds, around 245 about the cap.
Okay.
I definitely agree with you. I believe battle rap time limits like a sweet spot. I believe 2 minutes should be like for the newcomers, but I also don't believe anything really needs to go past 4 minutes because like it's very rare out here around that's so fire that like unless like some Rum Nitty Ave like shit where it's just like everybody tends to lose steam at a certain point. So I feel like really I don't feel like anything ever really needs to go past like 3.5, like 4 minutes max. And I think 2 minutes it's that sweet spot. Because I know when I came in, that was like my biggest thing. Just remember it. But now I know the rehearsal part. Like coming up with stuff is kind of annoying. Like especially you're coming on because you're sitting there. And bro, I'm telling you, I don't know if other battle rappers feel like this, but I hate when I prepare something, for example, and like I'll watch an event and I see a motherfucker say some shit like similar to what I was about to say. That is like the most annoying shit as a battle rapper, bro. Like, bro, I remember I had a battle like I think it was earlier this year or like whatever. It was right after the Queen of the Ring card, the first one, like where Vixen battled DNA. And I came up with this fire Queen of the Ring scheme. Like I had Vague going crazy in the building or whatever. But I remember like literally the week before that, I'm watching Loso battle somebody. And this nigga used the Queen of the Ring scheme. I'm like, Loso, you stole my shit, bro. It wasn't a complete, but it's like, bro, whatever. But like, I swear, like, that's why I be screenshotting my bars. I'm like, anybody ever try to say friends? I'm like, nah, I got the timestamp, motherfucker.
Like, and you know what's crazy? I've seen a lot of people post on Facebook about that, like, yo, such and such at a bar that I had. Do I keep it? Do I change it? Bruh, just keep it.
I keep it. No, real shit. Like, at the end of the day, like, I always say every 99% of shit in battle rap is always going to be kind of a similar reference. Like, a lot of people say, like, a lot of people going to have fucking Transformer bars or whatever.
Friday bars.
So it's like you can't switch it up every time you hear some shit. Like it's just not realistic. Like especially once you already rehearsed the material. Because once I know
20,000 battle rappers, there's only so many ways you could say
some shit. You feel what I'm saying? So unless it's like a direct 10-4, like where I'm saying verbatim, like what the battle rapper said, like we're gonna have similar references. Like somebody in this gonna like, what the fuck is going on right now? Somebody that's gonna have a fucking I don't know what's current event right now, but you know what the fuck I'm saying. Somebody gonna have something.
But and you know what? That's one of the reasons I really don't be jacking like a lot of the 10-4s that people be posting. Same. Because it'd be such a reach. Like if for me, for it to be a 10-4, it has to be the whole setup along with the punch and everything. If it's like that, if it's just a variation of it or something like that, do not call it a 10-4 because it's not a 10-4.
I agree with you. Like it's the same thing when they try so hard to like turn Ab into a bar thief for the Iron Low bar. I'm like, Ab and Verb are incredible rappers. Like the shit, If you watch how many battle rappers, like, and I'm not even gonna say who because I don't want to like give it a bar, but like the fact, like I had a couple like of the UM4 people like come up with, I'm like, yo, like we all thinking the same, like similar references, similar things in our brain. So it's like. Even the couple guys who have my references, they're not direct 10-4s either. It's just like we kind of had the same reference and and flipped it around. But I don't like all the 10. Battle rap like drama merch.
Yeah. People be so delusional with it, and even the Av thing, like I didn't feel like Av was stealing bars.
Me neither.
Type that's gonna steal
You don't
bars.
need to.
I'm not gonna lie. It was funny seeing some of the posts that people were making. Like, somebody said, "Once again, I'm here on another nigga stage," and they said Av. I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious,
bro."
Like,
I'll look. I can laugh at all the toxicity of battle rap and still know I can't take it seriously.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
that's the key part you gotta have, like with battle rap. Like laugh at all the bullshit, like just because it's funny. Like and that's what people forget. Battle rap is entertainment. You know, so I'll laugh at the bullshit. Like, you know, as long as it's not like, you know, disrespectful towards people, like, you know, I don't mind them. I hate when like people don't know basic decency as far as I understand there's respect in lines and stuff like that. But if it's just trolling, like, yo, you got to be able to take a joke.
Yeah,
you got to be able to.
Certain stuff don't be that serious for niggas to be getting out.
Like, if you can't take somebody like, you know, making a little troll about you, then what you gonna do? Like, if you ultimately hit like a Hitman Holler level and you got like 50,000 people hating on you. Like that man, like literally, I think you was making a post. That man literally has a conversation to be the best battle rapper ever. Like, look at that man resume. He's my favorite battle rapper personally. But even objectively speaking, if you break down Hitman Holler's resume, there are very few resumes that can even compare. But yeah, like the man got like 100,000 people hating on him like every battle. So I'm like, at our level, like you get mad at every little thing. Like, what you gonna do if you ultimately reach your goal? Like, are you gonna like cry because like 100,000 people are like saying they don't like your hoodie? Like, I don't know. Like,
you got to be able to take that, man. That just will come with the territory. Like,
for sure,
there's nobody on this planet who's on social media that doesn't get any type of hate.
That's what I'm saying.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta expect that, especially being like a public figure. There's people out there that just hate people. You first of all, if you can understand racism, I feel like you can understand everything else because you have a person that hates you just because of your skin color.
Just because.
You have no control over that. The person don't know nothing about you. They just know that you have a dark skin tone and they don't like it. So if you can understand that, you should be able to understand why there's just all these other weird people that don't like you for whatever other reason.
Whatever. You know? That's a fact. I totally agree. And like me, I would say like me, I'm also like a very like jokative type person. Like me and my boys, like we talk shit to each other. Like if you even around us, like outside, like you wouldn't even know we were friends. Like we cook the fuck out of each other. So anything you're gonna say to me, and you bald head looking back, like shit. I teach middle school. You know how many times I've been called like a bald head bastard?
Oh shit, man. Like, I know. Man. Wait, you in public school?
No, I'm in charter. But
charter. Okay, because I was in public school.
Oh yeah, but like what you gonna say to me, man? Like what you really gonna say to me? I laugh all this shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like I said, as long as you don't, you know, touch me physically or. You know, I feel like everybody, like I said, have the common decency or some shit. Like, you know, just to know, like, let's not do this. You can say whatever the fuck you want to. You bald head bastard. Like, like, anything you come up with, then think about it. I'm gonna laugh right with you if that shit is funny. I'm like,
yeah, same here, man. Especially being from Harlem, man. We learned that on the block. Mm-hmm. On the block, we outside. Look at your sneakers. Look at your haircut. Like, we just be going crazy all day. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
When you grow up like that,
mm-hmm.
when you get to a space of even with me, like being a blogger, being a public figure, comments don't bother me. Like I might shoot back, but I shoot back not because I'm bothered, because you tried me.
Exactly.
You tried me, I'm coming right back. Like,
but what I hate about that, because I definitely agree with you. Like, I always say time and time again, like coming from any part of New York, like from like the earlier times. You are built different. Like same thing for me. Like I'm from Bed-Stuy. Like in the night, like you built different coming from certain part. Like that's why I would say like New York is like its own country, its own entity. Like even like we just talk about like, you got a Bed-Stuy dude and a Harlem dude. Like that's two different countries. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, you come from certain parts of New York at a certain time, because now it don't really count.
Oh, don't worry. I got a bunch of Harlem people who was going to Brooklyn and getting their Mermots taken and all that.
But you know my point. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's how I be telling like these kids nowadays. I'm like, yo, y'all don't know what New York is, man. Like y'all got this beautiful gentrified coffee shop.
You know what people also don't get? people don't get how New York, I feel like we're pushed to grow socially really fast because everybody's on top of each other. So it's like, it's not like the country where you come outside and you have to drive to like the gas station to go to the bodega and you don't got no neighbors outside. Your closest neighbor is like 10 blocks away and shit like that. No, the second you come out the house, it's life. It's people outside and, you know, things of that nature. So I feel like growing up, because we're around so much life, we learn so much shit early on. And I feel like that's why we're able to step off the porch so early. So it's like we getting into girls at like early ages and, you know, getting into, you got kids that were selling drugs and stuff like that. Like we get into all of that stuff so early because it's around us on a daily basis.
I never thought about it like that, but that's true. Like it's forced. It's like a natural.
Other regions, they don't get it because they don't have the same setup.
Now
so
right. I never thought about
for like how life is for us, for them, it's completely different. They don't have that amount of people. They're not seeing 1,000 people on a daily basis. Yeah. With us, you get on the train and see that.
Bro, it's like I call it the forced adaptation. Like either you're gonna adapt to what your surroundings or you're gonna die. I never really thought about it like that as far as like the way you just like phrased it. It's like it's forced social interaction. You have no choice in New York. Exactly. Like unless you're gonna stay in the house 24/7, you have no choice but to be social. And it's very true. Even like mini social interaction, just like walking down the block, seeing somebody like and giving the it's true. Yeah. Which is why I guess we tend to have better social skills than like a lot of people, especially like, you know, from our era coming up, like because we like you just said it, we have to be social. It's not like it's not an option really. Like you got it.
And I think that's one of the reasons why, like, you know, when you see memes and stuff like that of people about why y'all so angry, why y'all so uppity, etc., it's because we're just full of life because we see so much on a daily basis. That's just how we are. So they don't get it because again they're so closed off and away from people that they can't understand the mind frame.
It's you know what, like even to like piggyback off that, that just made me really think about some other shit. Like I had a cousin who came here from North Carolina. I want to say this was about maybe 10-12 years ago, long ass time. But he's from like the country in North Carolina, never been to New York, so you already know that was a culture shock. It's like he said the exact same thing you did. Like we sitting in my yard, and he like, yo, why he don't say hi? Like, you know, I'm like we really don't, bro. But just like, and I say that to say what you were saying is like everybody interpret things so differently. So it's like we are full of life. Now, being that like so when you're full of life and you're exposed to so much social shit, you could be the type of person who's like, damn, like I fuck with people, like, you know, I like to interact. But then on the right side, like if you see some shit, it's like, yo, I don't fuck with people. Like being exposed to that much socialness, especially with the type of shit, you know, certain people do, that can make you not fuck with people. It's like, nah. So it's like, it's that counter. It's like, what do you see? Are you that person who like, oh, I want to be? Nah. So it's like, it's both sides of that. It's made me think about what
And you know, the first time I went to Atlanta when we threw our ATL event, the hospitality down there was just different. Like, I mean, like when I get off the plane, the people that have just manners and say thank you, you're welcome, they hold the door for you, like that was different for me because being in New York for so long, you don't see a lot of that. Everybody's just on the move and not paying attention to what they're doing, etc. And in the South, they really carry that shit.
Bro, it's very different. So I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Like that's where I was born and raised. But all my family roots are from the South, North Carolina and Atlanta. So it's like if I like growing up like with my grandmother and stuff like that, the way she like you talk about the manners, you do it. Then you go around to people like your friends who weren't really like, you could tell what I'm saying. People from with them southern roots and people with up north, you can tell like just the different interactions, just the stuff that you even say around like your grandmother, your parents, like when you walk in, like it's such a different thing. So I know exactly what you mean because there was certain things like, you know, I could do at my friend's house that like I wouldn't dare, you know, say around like my mom's, my grandma. Like it's just a different culture.
Yeah, but yeah, man, let's go ahead and get up out of here. Give them your social media and all that.
Oh man, the social media is the name PR3MINITIONS. It's Premonitions. Appreciate you having me, man. August 7th. August 7th, people.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Trap, New York, Game Over Reloaded, Dot versus Solo, or Red versus Young B-More. This card gonna be crazy. We got
Premonitions versus Damage.
Man, Big Aki versus
Fat Mac.
John J versus Cash DC.
Battling twice.
Yeah.
John is going.
No, him and Martin Luther King got postponed.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. And I wanted to see Martin Luther King back because I fuck with him heavy. I think
for sure, man. Definitely got to set that one up in the future. But yo, appreciate you having me, Mercy.
No problem,
Enjoy
man.
This weather, my brother.
Definitely gonna do that. Nice New York day. All right, man.
Yep.
So yeah, man, that was Chop This Fable. This episode 10. Jeez, we moving. You feel me? Salute the King of the Dot, man. Salute the King of the Dot for definitely giving us the platform. And we're gonna be back here every Saturday morning. 9 a.m. And again, if y'all want to call in the show, just holler at me on any inbox, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I might have to reactivate my MySpace or something like that if y'all still use that. You feel me? But holler at me and we'll be back soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. Let's chop this Fable. We out here. Salute to my bro XL, man.